It's a first down for the Broncos.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man for the first time, Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And against Atlanta, Paxton Lynch's lone touchdown pass went to Thomas.
And weren't we hearing some whispers that maybe Thomas was slumping a little bit earlier this year? I don't think that's really true. I'm seeing a guy who can still make those big plays downfield and those big body catches where he just walls off a defender and catches the ball downfield.
10 yards still left on second down. He'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down. Back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders. Back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be first down, Denver.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they have the football and will... Back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sanders has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 16 yards there. First couple weeks of the season, Sanders started off slow, 8 catches. The last 3 weeks, though, he's had 24 catches.
And remember, he did it first with Trevor Siemian. So he and Siemian got in sync, and it continued on with Paxton Lynch this last week. They didn't win the game, okay? Atlanta beat them, but Emmanuel Sanders in it.
Back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 5-time Pro Bowler, Robert Mathis, from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. Back deep for the Colts is Quan Bray. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jordan Norwood. The offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll set up a throw, and that recipe on the... And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the... Back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeQuell Jackson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. To live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline.
They've got his man complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to... And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here comes the defensive unit for the Broncos. They trot back out there. They'll stay on the field lap. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Fans, the NFL wants to remind you that screening saves lives. And the NFL and the American Cancer Society encourage everyone to join the fight against breast cancer. Learn more at NFL.com/pink.
And only a few lucky people among us have not been affected or touched by this disease. I love that we're all banding together to fight against it.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and It's incomplete. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set.